Okay, so a lot of people want to see some more bigger cap stocks. What do I think is the most oversold big cap stock in the market right now? And looking at a bunch of the financials, the fundamentals, and everything, I think Walgreens, hands down, it has everyone beat. I think this is the most oversold big cap stock in the market right now. And according to my analysis and my charting and what my system says, I'm going to show you guys what's going on. So I was looking at another one, and I'll show you real quickly. T Doc was my other one, but it did run against me, and or it did already did this move up. This is kind of what I was seeing. What I was looking at Teledoc, I was like, wow, this thing is extremely oversold. And you can look at my latest videos, and this thing did pump 42% from the lows. Massive, massive move up here. It was just awesome, right? And why did I think T-Doc is going to move, just like why do I think Walgreens is going to move? Well, look at this right here, 223, 2024 to 920. This EMA 20 will get touched on a weekly time frame, and when you do this with bigger cap stocks, it is such a better scenario to do it. You can't do this on pennies or any. It's got to be bigger cap stocks because the weekly don't all. The weekly just takes really long for pennies. But on the bigger cap stocks, as you can see, anything that don't hit in 6 months is long. So 223 all the way to 9. That was over 6 months, and I try to look for that over that mark. Teladoc, very nice area here. Walgreens, same thing, but I would love for it to get to this ATR4. Do I think it could do that? I don't really think so. It just really depends. I'm just really watching it. It also has dividends, which we'll discuss too. But this has a 38% move, 39% move to the EMA 20 as we speak. So if we're looking at the daily chart, they do a 25-cent dividend. They're only valued at $8.56. I would love for this low to be broken. I'm not sure if it will, but I've been watching this. We had this nice little pump up here from the lows, making a nice decent 10%. But I would love for this to be broken. Can we get a new low? Can we get kind of into this ATR4 range? And because you might ask, well, do you think, why not just take it based on this? Well, I don't know if it's going to do that. The last time Walgreens has did that was way back in here when it had an earnings, so it created a massive dump. But as you can see, look at my rule here. When I see 6 daily candles hitting this ATR4, look at the massive move up we had here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this one ended up doing 8. But regional on the 6 candle area didn't really go much lower. But look at this nice move up here from this ATR4 low to the 20, making a nice 15% return. But the reason why I like Walgreens, and I'm thinking long-term vision. I'm not thinking, it's going to go up in a week or 2 weeks or even a month. I think, I'm thinking maybe 2 months time frame. It could be a month, but I think 2 months to 4 months is my target here. That I think this EMA 20 is going to fill. This is a realistic target that has to hit, that will fill, it will hit all the time. We could look at the biggest stocks in the world, right? Chewy. I was looking at this one for a longer term vision. Same thing scenario. What happens is, we went away from this EMA 20. Look what happens. We fill this gap up when we get close to this ATR4, and we made a nice 55% move. It happens consistently. This one, 721 to 12. So this one took 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That took about 5 months. Walgreens is much lower. This one is much more time distance. This was not a clear touch. We barely missed the 20 here. You can clearly see we're touching here. 209 all the way to 923. That, I repeat, that is about, 7 months, right? 209 to 909. We're getting close to 8 months. I think this is due, and it has lots of room up to this EMA 20. I'm really thinking of putting some big money in this. Hint, hint, hint. I'm going to put some big money in this. I think this is a very good stock. I think the fundamentals are good. I'm going to go to live with you on this and show you, what is Simply Wall Street show on this. This is a kind of a site I like to see what they see on the fair value. Is it undervalued, overvalued, and all that? Obviously, it's going to be extremely undervalued. So we go to Walgreens up here, and they usually give us a couple stocks here. So Walgreens is trading at a 65.7% below our estimate of its fair value. The earnings are forecasted to grow 81% per year. It's trading at a good value compared to its peer. The dividend of 11% is not well covered by earnings and free cash flow. The debt is not well covered. So there's always risk and reward for anything. You're not going to say pros, all these good things and not have some risk in the thing because the stock is obviously down a lot, right? But I'd rather much, buy a undervalued stock that meets my system, that is extremely oversold, that hasn't touched this EMA 20 in so long on the weekly. I would love to see the daily kind of come out some more here, break this support. That's kind of what I'm watching. I'm going to be very patient. I don't mind being patient on this one. I would love to see this area break, and maybe can we kind of get into this low. I'm also going to draw a trend channel. I have not even drawn this yet. Let's see what the trend channel is too, to see if we can get the most precise entry. And that's what it's going to be looking like that. So the bottom trend channel obviously is going to actually be near this ATR4. So if we ever get near to that $7 range, it would be a nice gain. This is a shorter trend channel. This, I think, is more probably realistic. I think we're going to stay in this channel. So resistance, big support down here, resistance here. So I'm definitely watching this. This is probably more conservative. I don't think it's going to go all the way down here because the value of it going all the way down there is insane. I will definitely buy if it does that because, like I said, I'm thinking 2 to 4 months long term here, and I can easily hold this even longer. So they did just have their dividends on 8/21. It went down quite a bit after that. I see that happen all the time. You have the dividends, and after that it goes down. But yeah, definitely watching this. I really like the weekly. I know the monthly is actually pretty getting close to this ATR4 too. I don't really look at the monthly, but the weekly is definitely something I like to look at. It has also a K value of 8.17. So keep that in mind. So yeah, this is definitely due for this kind of move up. I would love to see it, like I said, a break all-time support, and so we can get like an amazing entry. So this is the most oversold big cap stock right now that I think of. If you guys think there's some other stock out there that I need to look into that might be more oversold than this, might be way under the fair value of 65%, below its estimated fair value, let me know in the comments so I can look at it, so I can look at the chart to make sure it meets my system, because it has to meet my system if I'm going to take a longer term trade. I don't like to take longer term trades unless it's very good, but Walgreens is definitely there. This might be once in a lifetime opportunity, guys. Do not let this slip away. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to join the premium Discord and see my alerts, see my system, set up your charts like mine, and be a part of a community that is helpful and get the most value, and you also get entries and exits straight to your phone. Day trading is my highest value service. I don't make a lot of money just sitting on my hands on stuff like this. To be a full-time trader, I do day trade a lot, so all the gains I put in my day trades, I put it into these investments like this, so I can make massive money over time and let these things just rise and rise as we go. Because like I said, T-Doc was another big one that I was eyeing, and look at this massive gain it did. Same scenario, hasn't hit the EMA 20 in over 6 months, and it had a massive increase from the lows here of about 40%. Who would not take that rise, right? That is a massive gain. I'm looking for Walgreens to make a 30% to the EMA 20. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, guys. Baby's here, but if you guys want to join the Discord, definitely click the link down below in the YouTube comments below. Hit the link. It'll be pinned. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Please read how to subscribe if you want to be a member. If you are using an Android, it will tell you to use your computer or your phone browser if you're using Android. Avoid scammers. I'll never trade your accounts, never message you, DM you, or send you a friend request. Read the testimonies. This server is legit. It has everything you need in here. Hit the server shop in the top left to click a membership that is right for you. The Day and Swing Trading Plus is only $12 a month, and you're going to get entries and exits, alerts just like what I'm talking about Walgreens. When I decide to get in, and high value trades just like this. I love putting big money into a trade like this. Penny stocks, I put less money in, but when I see a big trade like this that has a nice weekly candle and all this, and it's near my lower ATR4, the daily, is looking good, and I'm putting a lot of this analysis and thought process into it, and that's really what I plan to do, and I take this, I take this for heart because I want everyone to be successful. This is your first step to it. You can learn a lot from my mistakes and have a system that actually works. This system works over 90% of the time. It's not bulletproof, but I promise you, if you do it on big cap stocks like this one, I yet to lose on it. So I hope that makes you feel safe, because stocks like this, as we know, they tend to go up in time, but we're finding the most extreme oversold points in this kind of stuff. So I hope you do decide to join the Discord. I think you'll learn a lot, and you'll get all these channels unlocked for only 12 bucks a month, guys. You can't be beat. If you like this video, give a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know in the chat if you see any other stocks you want me to do a video on, especially bigger cap stocks that you see that should be more oversold than Walgreens. But I think we have a gold mine here, guys. Let's make some money.